Hey, what's up guys, this is Random Star 226, we're back here again with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my all-time favorite movies, Jaws. This movie is awesome. The writing and the effects, this movie is just really a masterpiece. I even have a shirt that matches my DVD. Dude, this movie is just awesome. It kicks ass. This movie was awesome, made for like a pretty low budget, honestly. It made tons of money. It was one of the first blockbusters ever. Man, the movie is awesome. It reminds me of my grandpa. This movie is awesome. What the heck is this doing here? The heck is this? Lake Placid? Whoever heard of this movie before? Alright, well, fine. I guess I'll review this first. Jaws is awesome. End of story. Alright. So, Lake Placid. Is it rude to say this movie actually kind of sucks? Nah, I'm just kidding. But, I mean, like, compared to that, and compared to Tremors, I don't think this movie holds up very well. Well, what's the premise of Lake Placid? Well, Lake Placid is about a giant killer crocodile eating people. I'm being serious. That's the whole movie. So, basically, these two guys, a scuba diver, wow, never heard that before, goes underwater and is looking around, and it kind of reminded me of Jaws 2, where a scuba diver goes down, finds the wreckage of the orca, which looks nothing like the first movies, which is just funny in my opinion, swimming around and then gets eaten by the crocodile. And in Lake Placid, his entire lower half gets eaten off. That was, in my personal opinion, the special effects are just really outstanding in my personal opinion. And it's quite gross and gruesome. Then we get some weird editing where we meet a person who is getting cheated on and working at a museum studying dinosaurs. And then we get moving on to the plot, and then boring stuff happens. Because somebody died. Oh no. And then people are starting to say it's a bear that ate him, and it's like, a bear? You gotta be kidding. A bear? Ripping him in half in the water. I'm being serious. This is stupid. Anyways. And then boring. And then we get to the Betty White scene. And that was actually kind of funny. And, well, that was, it was kind of weird. But kind of funny at the same time. And it's just kind of, And then this guy who was trying, this crocodile hunter guy comes down. He's like, alright guys, it is time to kill the crocodile that's in that lake. Which, the lake is called Black Lake. Yeah, not Lake Placid. In the movie they mentioned that the title Lake Placid was already taken, so they couldn't name their lake Lake Placid, but the movie is called Lake Placid. I don't get that. Makes no sense. Anyways, more stuff happens that's kind of boring. And then another person gets his head eaten off. Yeah, but it wasn't as gruesome as Barney getting his head eaten off, which I will definitely be making a video about what I'm just referencing there. Weird Al, you are not done yet. I will continue to be scared of that video until the day I die. Anyways, so boring. More boring stuff happens. And then they go after the croc, and the croc is an animatronic. And the animatronic looks really good, and it's life-size. They actually built a 30-foot, yes, 30-foot giant crocodile and made it look outstanding. If I could find that thing still today, which I probably can't, but if that thing were still around, I would want a picture right next to it just because it's 30 feet. And to put that into perspective, Bruce from Jaws was only 25 feet. So technically, Lake Placid has Jaws by 5 foot. I don't know what to say about that, but it does. And, yeah, and then it takes a bite out of the helicopter, and then they lure a cow through the water, and then it kind of swims up to it, and then they try tranquilizing it, and then they get it caught in the helicopter, and then another one comes out of nowhere, and then they blow that one up, and then they put that crocodile, and then they put the captured crocodile on a boat, or not a boat, a train, and a back of a truck, and they take it off, and that's one of the coolest special effects ever, where it's just a giant crocodile sitting on the back of a semi-truck as it moves, and the carrying part of the semi-truck. So, in my first opinion, what do I think of the movie? It's okay. It's not really as good cinematically as Jaws. Anyways, like I was saying, I don't think it's as good as Jaws, and it's not as funny as Tremors. I don't think it's as... So, anyways, Lake Placid, final thoughts. Well, I'm kind of conflicted. The cover is awesome, the special effects are outstanding in my opinion, but the characters and story is just kind of, I mean, like, it's okay, but the characters and story and plot aren't as good as Jaws. But I think the special effects in this one are better than Jaws, only just by the littlest bit. And I don't think I don't think the special effects I don't think it's as funny as Tremors. So it kind of gets sandwiched kind of gets looked at as the weaker of the three. So if I would rate them, I would rate Jaws, Tremors, and then Lake Placid. Tremors and Jaws. Jaws is just an amazing movie, and Tremors is just funny. And it's also a really good movie with great acting. Lake Placid, I just don't think holds up as the other two do. These two are funny and just awesome, and both have really good special effects. To me, this one has special effects, not really a good story. These two both have great special effects and great stories with great characters. I don't remember a single character's name in this one, and I can remember a couple from these two. So, overall, I give it 5.5 out of 10. To be completely honest with you, I actually think the sequel is a more entertaining movie, but the special effects just aren't as good. So, I would give that one a 6 out of 10. Lake Placid 6 out of 10. This one's 5.5 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10. This is Ryan SRT264. Sign out, me amigos. Grandpa, you definitely know how to pick movies, and Jaws is obviously better. Like I said, Jaws is amazing. End of story. Get this out of here. This is an alligator head. It doesn't even count. I should really make scripts for these videos.